Which Odyssey AI cruiser putter should you go with? Should you stick with what you know with this answer style double wide? Should you go to the big 7, or should you just jump into the deep end with this crazy UFO looking Jailbird? I've played golf since I was 12. I've used this Scotty Cameron Pro Platinum Newport mid slant putter. I've been looking to make a change because my putting could use some work from the 6 to 12 foot range. Now, part of that improvement is, yes, practicing with the perfect practice mat. But the other part of that, because now that I'm more of a weekend golfer, I want something that is a little bit more forgiving, thus the Odyssey AI line. So logically, the thing that looks visually most like that Newport slant is this double wide answer style putter. So let's see how this guy does. For this answer style putter, not a blade, but more of like a blade, the look is very familiar. You still get the cruiser kind of benefits, the grip, counterbalance, helping your wrists stay locked and less movement, less small twitch muscles. And yeah, from my experience, it's a very solid experience. It putts really well. Everything's like familiar. No quirks there. So yeah, it's a solid putter. Looks good, pretty standard. The one reason why you would want to go with something like this is if your swing is naturally more curved inside to outside, you'll definitely want to go with this because of the toe hang. You can see that it hangs a little bit like that. So this is definitely for people with an arced putting stroke, which historically has been my putting stroke. So if you're looking to not change your putting stroke, you're looking to stick with the look that you know, that you're familiar with, but you want a counterbalanced version of that, you'll definitely want to go with this double wide. Now, if you want to make the jump to a mallet style, even more forgiveness according to some people, you'll want to try out the big 7 here. Now, out of all the UFO putters, this looks most normal. It's just clean. It's got clean lines, clean angles, and nothing too crazy going on the top. In addition to that, you have the 2 lines helping you align to your target. So if you have an easy time lining up to your target and you know that where you're lining up is where you want to hit and you can hit there, and this will help you a lot. Initially, when I was looking to go to the mallet style putter, I thought that I would want something like this, that this would bring me the most results. Yeah, so this is a solid putter. Now, the one difference between this putter and the double wide is that when you hold the club up, you can notice that there is no toe hang. The toe does not hang, which means that this was built for straight strokes, strokes that are straight back and straight forward. Now, normally my stroke is not like that. However, I am open to changing my stroke to match the putter, especially if I'm gonna get more consistent results. You definitely wanna consider this one if you are open to going flat stroke and you're okay with the UFO looking mallet here. This is the one I thought I was gonna go with. But when I went to our local store here, of course, because of Ricky Fowler, I had to try the Jailbird, and I just wanted to know what was the craze all about for this putter. I mean, it's not only a crazy UFO looking putter, it's got stripes, which is really ugly. Interestingly, what I found when I putted with this is that it felt just really stable. It just felt like a very stable ride. And I was able to replicate my results over and over again with this. It just felt like a more smooth, like it doesn't feel like I'm hitting the ball. And I don't know if it's because it's connected here in the back. It was just a more stable experience. Obviously here I'm putting on a practice mat with lines, so it's easier to line up here with all the putters. But when I was on the course doing some tests, with these ugly zebra lines, I was able to align my feet in such a way that made sense, parallel to these lines. And also just these 3 lines perpendicular to my feet, and these lines just, like for me, I don't know if it's a visual trick or what, it just helped me be confident to align where I wanted to hit the ball. It's kind of a weird thing to explain, but it was really evident when I was on the green and didn't have these lines right here. The Jailbird for me has been just the most helpful because of the alignment piece. I thought that the big 7 would be the most helpful because it has 3 lines, but to me, my problem is alignment, making sure that the club is square. So the extra lines don't help me, because if it's not square, then all lines are pointing that way. It's not visually helpful for me. It might be for you, but for me, the perpendicular lines help me align to my foot or something like that. I don't know, something about it helps me be square and do a more consistent swing all the time. Other than that, one of the concerns for going to this cruiser style counterbalance is that for long putts, it feels a little different. From my testing, I found that it doesn't even take that much to get used to. I found that within the first 5 balls, I was, putting the same, if not better, than this putter that I normally used. This actually, because it's shorter and there's more room for wrists, was actually harder to lock down like those 60-footers. So that was very interesting. Now, the conclusion after all of this for me is that I'm gonna stick with this Jailbird. That's why it doesn't have the wrapper anymore. Just a couple of disclaimers. Nobody paid me to make this video. I bought all of these on Amazon, and I plan to return the Big 7 and the double wide. Definitely keeping this Jailbird here. And luckily, this was shipped from a local store here, Putts in Kent or Tequila here in Washington. So yeah, I'm glad that not only I can buy something that makes sense for me, but it's local. I think it's a mom and pop shop. And yeah, I'm looking forward to making a ton of putts here in the 6 to 12 foot range here. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. You know what I'm saying? Do you guys have any questions? If you do, feel free to drop them in the comment section down below. I love interacting with you guys in that way. Make it a great day. Catch you on the next one.